Don't try anything.
I'm on my way to the recruiting station.
I don't know.
So, thought it over.
We killed most of the necrophages.
Most?
The passage to the lower level collapsed. They won't get out. In time, they'll die off and you can restart work.
Thank you, Witcher. The whole of Vergen thanks you. Here's your coin. Shive, Skaggs, and Zigrim will get the same.
This must be the first revolt ever to be taxed.
We can't feed ourselves nor fortify our walls with rebel slogans alone. But rest easy. Stennis and the nobles won't get a single oren from us. Though, of course, the prince is just waiting for the right moment to get his grubby hands on our finances.
I'm sure his motivations are pure, and he'll do it exclusively out of regard for his subjects. How long have you been alderman?
My predecessor was killed 3 years ago. I was one of his advisors. I knew my way round the circus, so I volunteered to manage things. No one opposed me. Mostly I deal with trade and taxes, and I organize assorted matters. In the end, everyone listens to Saskia exclusively, me included.
How are things?
Everyone awaits the battle. Some pray, others drink. Zoltan and Yarpan are chasing peasants around the square. They need a bit of drilling. Yorveth's warriors are trying to be inconspicuous, and so they should. I'd feel better if they crawled up the devil's arse and disappeared, but Saskia thinks we don't stand a chance without them. See you, Governor.
Beaver! Eh?
There goes the peace, eh?
Squirrels, witches, an army led by a woman.
The gods, who needs this?
Squirrels, witches.
The gods, who needs this?
They're used to it. Lady Saskia will defeat Henselt and make Bergen her capital.
Pray tell, what compels you to disturb the Prince of Edirn, Witcher?
I have a few.
And you believe I should answer them instead of setting my...
I think your Royal Highness has enough foes.
The intricacies of succession are not something I wish to discuss with an itinerant monster slayer.
I need royal blood.
As you know, I've yet to be crowned.
But blood of your royal ancestors flows through your veins.
Well, true, but that doesn't mean I'll shed a drop for some vagabond. Are you a witcher or a vampire?
I need it to save Saskia.
I need you to live. Don't bother me with such audacious proposals.
I'm trying to figure out where this fog came from. What exactly happened here 3 years ago?
Henselt's mages committed mass murder. A dark day for the knighthood and all people of honor. But it was honor that allowed us to survive. There was no defeat, no victory. Honor stood against wickedness, virtue against black magic.
You took part in that battle?
My father stayed in the capital. He was to defend Vengerberg. I took to the field. I wanted to stop Henselt before he crossed the Pontar, but I was too late. So I decided to await him at Vergen. Henselt's army was exhausted. We would have triumphed if not for that heinous act. Henselt had mages with him, and they cast a treacherous spell on the entire battlefield. A fiery rain fell from the heavens. Destructive, murderous embers which brought the battle to an end. I gathered the few survivors and withdrew deep into the country. The soldiers were terrified, but Henselt showed no desire to pursue.
Only a master mage could have cast such a powerful spell, and I suspect he could not have accomplished it alone.
I remember Sabrina Glevesig. Through the flames I saw her observing the carnage from her mount, dressed in a hunting suit. Straight-backed, dispassionate.
Sabrina. If I remember correctly, she's Henselt's advisor.
Was. Henselt condemned her to death for casting that spell. The Kedwenis roasted in their armor, just the same way the Edirnians did. You know what struck me when all hell broke loose? What I found astonishing and even amusing? Going into battle, we sang our Edirnian songs. They intoned their Kedweni hymns to Creve. But when fire descended from the sky, our cries of pain were no different. We all wailed as humans. For an instant, the magnitude of the tragedy brought together our two warring nations.
I still have no idea where the spectral fog came from.
I'm afraid I don't know either.
Succession is the topic of choice in about every inn in the country. I don't know for sure, but I think the hangman of Vengerberg was the last to claim the throne.
My patience has its limits, and at present, only my respect for Lady Saskia restrains my anger. Come to the point, or leave me be.
Saskia's body is extremely resilient. She'll recover soon.
I heard the poison was deadly. How could the girls survive so long?
Toxins can lose their potency, and this is hardly the first time Saskia's demonstrated an iron will. Besides, magic might be at play.
Magic?
I'll explain once I've confirmed it. You might be surprised, Prince, but I have more political experience than I'd like.
The famous Geralt of Rivia. Invited to the table by Calanth, Foltest's little favourite. I've heard you've even parleyed with the Emperor of Nilfgaard. Think I'm impressed? Calanth is dead. Meve curses your name when she hears it. Foltest was murdered before your very eyes, and the Emperor, as I heard it, he thought you insignificant.
Are you going somewhere with this?
Indeed. You should know that a king sometimes needs a hired thug to take care of dirtier deeds. If the thug is naive enough, instead of reaching into his purse, the king buys him with virtuous words, the flash of his rings, pledges of friendship. And when, having done his deed, the thug departs, swaggering proudly like a peacock, the king discreetly giggles. Truly, I never thought you could be so pitiful. Get out!
Pale face, eyes like embers. It raised his hand and pointed a finger at them.
Oh,
I'd rather rabbit dogs bite me in the arse.
don't try anything. Emo. Don't try anything.
Strange. I smell sulfur.
Trust the girls.
corpse is decomposed almost completely. This corpse is decomposed almost completely. This corpse is decomposed almost completely. This corpse is fresh. Someone brought it here recently. These wounds, they're ripped open. Whatever attacked him was ferocious. Fingernail marks all over his back. At least he had some fun before he died. Your body sizzled beneath my gentle caress. Sounds like Master Dandelion. He's grasping a few long hairs in his hand. The forearms are cut up pretty badly, as if he had to defend himself. There's something embedded in the bone. I can't extract that without special tools. Interesting. The head's in far better condition than the rest of the body. Dark rings around the eyes, like an anemic. Just a few delicate bites on his neck. Clothing ripped in many places. Traces of sulfur. He was young, just like the others. All the clues seemed to indicate a succubus.
Who are you, and what do you seek?
Geralt of Rivia. I seek the standard of the Dun Banner. Who are you?
Eckhart Hennessy, handsome and color-bearer of the Dun Banner, the best force to issue from the land of Kedwen.
You may not remember me, but I remember you.
Where from?
I served in the Dun Banner.
Liar!
I fought beneath its standard at Brenna and at Vergen.
The Battle of Brenna. The Nordlings, shoulder to shoulder against the Black Ones. The Redanians, led by De Ruyter on the right. The Talus leading Temeria on the left. A splendid sight, was it not?
You're mistaken. The Redanian regiments were on the left. The Temerians took the center.
Correct. Perhaps you speak the truth.
Try me again.
Tell me, for this you must know, who was chief commander of the Nilfgaardians at Brenna?
Marcus Brabant.
You lie.
Damn you. This corpse is decomposed almost completely. Take that.
life.
You associate with sorceresses?
Witcher.
Let me tell you about the woman who fell from the sky.
Another one. You let one human in and in no time they've got a swarm.
I found a volume of your poetry.
I love poems. Some bastard stole them recently. Probably wanted to show off to a young lass smelling of sheepskins. Really missed this book. It was like being in a brothel with no balls. I owe you one, Geralt, though I don't know quite how I'll repay you. No, actually, I do know. Up for a shot of vodka? It's on me.
I've got a better idea.
Beer? That's fine. All the same to me.
I need you to do me a favor.
Name it. For this, I'd give you my chastity. If I still had it, of course.
I wouldn't be interested.
Don't tell me you need another poem for a Noonwraith.
Worse.
Please, Geralt, don't get me involved in another messy monster matter. I'm an artist, not...
That's precisely who I need to lure a succubus.
Are you crazy? You want to see a hoofed hag ride me to death? On the other hand, we all have to die of something.
Go to the burned down village after dark and wait for me there.
I help you may need needles.
You won't trick me into buying you around. I'm ready for your challenge always. So?
Show me what you can.
Take care of yourself.
This place stinks of children. The peasants now refuse to shovel manure. They dream of fighting. Let me tell you.
Let them dream. You thrashed me!
Geralt! First throat. Sure. What can you up and tell me? I prefer listening to horses fart. I'll arm wrestle.
Travels the land.
You had me over a barrel. Did your mum have it off with a bullock?
Zoltan says your company are
Unbeatable, last I recall.
Is that so?
Sounds good. Ready to take.
Give me your best
Take care of yourself.
I've heard enough of fine women.
It's very unusual.
Sure there's no dwarfen blood in your family?
I'll tell you when I get my memory back.
Hello, Chief.
That's how it...
I wanted to talk to you about the Free State of Vergen. We haven't had the occasion somehow.
True.
Do you buy into Saskia's ideals?
Are you asking me if I believe what she says, or if I believe she'll be successful?
Both.
Saskia's no liar, that's a fact. But whether we'll manage, who can tell? One thing is sure, we'll never know if we never try. For now, a great battle awaits. A battle in which elf, dwarf, and human will stand side by side. And that is beautiful in itself.
It's also the biggest potential weakness.
Nothing unites folk like shared death. I believe those who survive will honor the deaths of their comrades.
If they win.
Even if they don't. News spreads fast. Others will follow in our footsteps.
The Kingslayer's trail has gone cold. Have you heard anything?
No one could sneak into Bergen. We watch day and night. Anyway, who would they come for here? Stennis? Why so keen on capturing the assassin of kings?
Letho knows a lot about me. Certain things maybe only he can explain.
Is it worth sticking your neck out to know what was in your head before?
Yeah, I'd say it's worth it. Yorvith seems to have changed. Have you noticed?
How? Has his arse grown fatter in Saskia's keep?
An elf who was the greatest foe of humans will now fight for their freedom. Doesn't that surprise you?
Only harpies don't change their minds. I'm no expert in elves, but as I see it, he's got a stiffy for Saskia.
Yorvith?
He stood all gentle as a lamb in council, stealing glances at her tits. When she spoke to him, he looked as happy as a fool whittling a wooden toy.
Bergen seems like an ancient town.
It's one of the mining colonies Mahakam established. There were lots of them just 500 years ago. Now they're mostly... It was the first town where dwarves and humans began working side by side. For the past 3 years, it's been a symbol of our common debt.
Any idea where I could...
Try the blacksmith.
Even wolves and sorcerers.
You told that story I mentioned a sign. I've heard enough of
Ho-ho! Sabrina Glebency.
You won't trick anybody around.
One freak bigger than the next.
Hey, Scalen, wanna arm wrestle?
I'll really